This is Tony Nakamura from the Kurobi World Media.
この方は情熱的というか、
今こういう This is how it's done now. Books are some of the examples of karate, kung fu, shorinji kempo, jujutsu. Hello, this is Tony Nakamura from the Kurobi World Media. So I decided to start this new episode because I wanted to learn with everybody else. I'm not here to tell you what's right, what's wrong. Of course, I'm not know-it-all, nor I will ever be. What I can do is I can share what I'm curious about and what I want to learn and how I go about learning it, and then I want you to help me with that. Here are some of the books I have right in my office, and there's some over here, and here are the great DVDs that we produce as a Kurobi World. Most of these literatures and resources are only in Japanese. I happen to speak English and Japanese to a certain extent, of course, right? I am Japanese, I was born there, and I happen to keep some Japanese with me after long years of spending my time in the United States. I take it as my mission to try as much as possible to translate them into English or share them, but it takes a certain amount of resource, certain amount of effort to get to the point where I can share something without being wrong about any information. But that will take such a long time, and I think that's the problem with sharing a lot of information. So what I decided to do was to, again, start this new series to share that process. And I could be totally wrong on some things, and I want to show you that I'm wrong, and hopefully you enjoy that with me. As a first topic, I'd like to talk about Japanese martial arts kata, especially around karate, because that's the lineage that I have. I train karate. There are a lot of questions in every athlete, every coaches, every instructors as to what this kata is all about. Why we have this weird concept called kata in Japanese karate. I've talked to a lot of senseis about kata, and everybody has a little bit of different perspective, and there are a lot of books and resources out there that's explaining about kata from many different perspectives. One of the best books I've ever read recently happens to be from one of our famous instructors, Tatsuya Naka sensei. The title says, The True Essence of Budo Karate, Martial Art Karate. The secondary title says, Learn the kata and train with the kata. And he has his name on it. This book has not ever been translated into English or any other languages. Yes, I could translate that. Just give me 2 years and I'll try to get this for you. But it actually is much faster for me to read it and try to introduce it to you. And I want to learn with you based on that. And then I want to not just read it and just tell you what's written in it, but I want to also call Naka Sensei maybe. If he agrees to it, I want to ask him some questions about it. So I want to learn with you about this book as a first part of our series. I mean, what better to open up this new series than to go over our star instructor Naka Sensei's material and talk to him.